Now, there is my rule, the Ndudu rule, when it comes to chicken wings. You know, when you bite into it, the skin should just be crispy, packed with flavors as well, and then it's moist in the middle. And when you just bite into it, the moisture just mixes with the crunchiness and the flavor. Okay, so now you know where I'm going with this. Yes, okay. So now this midweek dish is just going to get you salivating like that. It's easy to make, and the ingredients, I'm sure they're store-covered stuff, they're readily available. So yeah, let's start. Starting off with my list of ingredients, I've got my aniseed, about a tablespoonful. I've got my fresh ginger. I'll be using 2 cloves of garlic and the onion. Now, of course, when I went to my local grocers, I found this beautiful fresh turmeric, which looks similar to an organic ginger. Because the ginger in the UK, sometimes they're quite big when you get them from the supermarket. But when you do visit your local grocers, they end up having the specialist ones. You know, the Guinean ones that are like just intense. A little goes a long way, yes. So with a fresh turmeric, when you slit it open, this is what you see. So what I do is I just wash it. I just cook it with everything with the skin on. So far as you clean it, it's perfect. And I've got my chicken wings, which is dressed and ready for me to do my shenanigans. So I've blended my mixture together, and as you can see, it's nice and bright and yellowish. Now, at this point, immediately you finish blending this, it's imperative that you wash your blender straight away with some warm water, and just get rid of the turmeric, because if not, it can stain. That's the thing about turmeric. Of course, it has great benefits. So here I've got my beautiful marinade, and I'm going to be marinating my chicken in this healthy mixture. Now, this is a marinade you can do and place it in a glass bottle and refrigerate it. Add a little bit of oil to the surface, and it can last you, if not for about a week or 2. Better still, you can actually portion this into an ice tray and freeze it. So that can last you much longer. And as and when a recipe requires it, you can take it out in a cube form and use it for your recipe. What I do love about the fresh turmeric is when I make my ginger drink, I also add a bit to it with a little bit of black peppercorn, because that extracts the curcumin, which is the benefit of, renewing your cells and stuff, from the turmeric into your bloodstream. So yes, absolutely, it's something that I always follow. But I think maybe I should share that recipe. If you do like what you hear, leave comments below and I might just share it. Why not? Absolutely. Now, what I'm going to do is marinate this overnight. Now, this is something that, let's say, before you go to work, you can do it. So, of course, so first you have your marinade ready. You can marinate this chicken wings and place it in your fridge. So when you come back from work, bish, bash, bosh, you're done. You see, so you're taking the hassle away. Preparation is actually what kills, like they say, cooking, because it's a preparation that takes time. But of course, cooking in itself is fun, apart from washing up the dishes. So anyway, I'm digressing. Let me come back to it. So I've marinated this overnight, and I can see that infusion has definitely taken place. This is the point that you do add your salt to taste. Now, if you heard me earlier, I mentioned the importance of adding black peppercorns to your turmeric. So, of course, I'm grating some freshly milled black peppercorns into this shenanigan. I'm going to do my infusion. Absolutely. So to that, I'm also going to be adding some chili flakes for that residual heat. You can use your fresh green chilies or any chilies of your choosing, but I prefer to do it this way because I just need that residual heat, because ginger that I use is quite intense. So this is spicy and I don't want to overdo it. So just about 1 teaspoonful of my chili flakes just makes it beautiful. When you bite into it, you can just see that, and it's just appetizing. Now I'm adding some fennel. Now fennel has this licorice taste, which is slightly similar to aniseed, but of course aniseed is more intense. And so I'm adding that, and this, when I actually grill it, what's going to do is it's going to intensify its flavor. It's going to release its oil into the chicken as well, and it's just going to give it that textured part of the skin. So when you bite into it, you get this beautiful little bubble of fennel just breaking into your mouth and filling, and it's nut, and it's like, oh, then you know it's Ndudu by Fafa. I think about all these things. You see. At this point, set your grill to 180 degrees and mix everything together till it's well combined. As you can see here, infusions, no, you did back 2019. Easy dish, bish bash bosh, now wo yeah. Benke, when you near lake or ye lay, a castle crass, and he get or flavour say fan me, because we wouldn't show tashibo be una a hand. That's how it's going. What was I saying? I was just saying that, you need to treat yourself, and when you're cooking, cook well and let it be flavor packed and enjoy every morsel or bite. Anyway, so your preheated grill is going on behind the scenes, so yes, of course, and what I'm doing is arranging my chicken wings, because what I'm going to achieve is a crispy skin. So this usually would take about 25 minutes. So 15 minutes into the cooking, the top part will be browned and perfect, and then what you need to do is turn it over in the oven for it to actually grill for the next 10 minutes, so you end up with that beauty. So arrange it one logo like yes, and then we're going to be grilling this. Now, the benefits of the ingredients that I've used here are just incredible. They're all natural ingredients, and when you eat it should actually nourish your body. Secondly, the pack of chicken wings that I bought, I got this from M&S, and it was only £2, so it goes a long way. And this is a dish on its own. You can have some steamed vegetables with it if you're on a keto diet, or you can have your yam chips or yam mash or some rice, fried rice, jollof rice. The lists are just endless. Or if you just want to do some shenanigans, look, get some kinky and some raw pepper cry and just add that to it. I know. Nanama komi wane Ndudu yade. Ka flavor melamwa momodugo. Tanya ka mavivia mama nami hamya do. Exactly. So, as I said, if it's not a tried and tested recipe that I've enjoyed and it's good, I'm not bringing it to you guys. So after 25 minutes, look at this beauty. I've just sprinkled with some spring onions. So immediately came out of the oven, what I did was sprinkle with some spring onions, so that residual heat would absorb some of the flavor of the oils or the flavor of the onions into the skin as well. I think about all these things, so So for my decoration, what I did was actually had some red chilies that I've sliced and sprinkled over, and also just added a little bit of the fennel seeds and a little bit of my marinade. And here we have it. Look at that pièce de résistance. Is your mouth watering yet? Because mine is watering. I know, I told you, midweek catch. Wakova vame kemba enkebo obaye ni water minwa duka mi adoku yididi ame unza check. All I keep saying, I'll tell you something, it's like you work so hard. So when it comes to food, it has to nourish you, absolutely. But you should have that joy of eating, because that's your hard work, you're nourishing the body. So yeah, who did you sell henny, no him man now, Really, exactly. Just be the king and the queen you are. Set yourself that table. Yes, go for it. Anyway, there's only chicken wings. Let me go and make. Then again, I have this beautiful crispy fried plantain that's been tossed in cornflakes. The recipe is available on my blog. Maybe I should actually do a video for it. If you do want to see that, leave your comments below. You can enjoy this with some cocoyam chips. And I've got this smoky jollof rice recipe. If you'd like to see that as well, leave your comments below. Now, I'll be leaving the list of ingredients and measurements on my blog, ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com. So do check it out. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter as Ndudu by Fafa. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Now, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, I hope I've given you that reason to do so. Please don't hesitate to try the recipes and leave comments about the experience below, because that's the only way I can grow as well. Yes, absolutely. Now, until next time, as I always say, take care of you, be nice, be beautiful, be kind. Be kind. 2019, just send some positivity out into the world, because it does come back, and it comes back in oodles and oodles of goodness just when you least expect it. Now, just remember, when you're good to somebody, it doesn't necessarily mean they'll be good to you, but it might come from somewhere else. So, let's start the cycle of goodness. Take care of you, and me love you. Gadase.